Hey, Mr. Clash here, and today we're looking at the Reddit versus forums, or forums versus Reddit war that we just had. This was round 3. Ding, ding, ding. Round 3, in we go. And as you can see, my team, the forums, was defeated at 115-123. I wasn't in this one, so I'll just claim that I'm the good luck charm. If I wasn't in it, we lost. There we go. How's that grab you? Anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to have a look at 10 attacks from each team. It was a 45 versus 45 war, so that's 90 attacks all up. So that's really hard just to give it something nice and concise. So let's have a quick look at the board and a look at the map, I should say, on both teams, and then we'll have a look at the stats, and then we'll dive into it. So the breakdown was 8 Town Hall 11s, 18 Town Hall 10s, and 19 Town Hall 9s from each side. So you can see here, this is the Reddit camp at the moment. So you've got open stars up there on 1 and 4. 4 didn't get a single star on it. 6, 7, 3-starred, 8, and then you've got the 10s, 3-starring. Some of the 10s, number 11 was 3-starred, 17, 18, 19, 20 were also 3-starred, 21, 22 not, 23 and 24 were 3-starred, as was 25 and 26. That makes up all the Town Hall 10s. And then from there we have all the Town Hall 9s. Of course, they all got 3-starred, as you would expect in a war where you can dip, actually. And if we go over to see what Reddit did to the forums, you'll see that they got a Town Hall 11 3-star there. 2-starred the rest of the Town Hall 11s, and 3-starred that's another 3-star there on that. Number 8 is another Town Hall 11, or Town Hall 10.5 really. And then we come down to the Town Hall 10s, and you can see there are plenty of 3-stars there within the Town Hall 10 ranks. And yeah, just basically what happened is Reddit got too many 3-stars and 2-starred at least all the Town Hall 11s of team forums, and forums were not able to duplicate that. And I did count up all the dips that happened in this one. As you can assume, this was not no dip. And we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 dips from Reddit onto the forums Town Hall 10s, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dips from the forums onto the Reddit Town Hall 10. So there were 5 dip difference. And of course, when you don't even get a single star on a Town Hall 11, you're kind of in a bit of a spot of bother. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll have a look at 2 Town Hall 11 hits on each team. On Town Hall 11s, look, if the Town Hall 11 versus Town Hall 11 or Town Hall 2, attacks on Town Hall 11s is what I'm getting at, because there were so many Town Hall 11 dips. It's just very hard to keep track of who was getting what. For instance, all of the Reddit hits on the forum, apart from the 3-stars, were all done by Town Hall 10s. So, and then we'll have a look at Town Hall 10 versus Town Hall 10 3-stars, and then we'll have a look at the attacks of the Town Hall 9s on each other. So the first thing what we'll do, we'll start first cab off the rank. We're going to have a look at the attack on Rick. So that's a 3-star, and let's have a look at that straight off the bat. Okay, as you can see here, we've got 27 winders coming in this one, and it's almost a full 3 minutes, not quite a full 3 minutes. So Queen Walk coming in at the top, couple of wizards to help create a little bit of a funnel. 27 miners, got a bit of a baby drag action down the bottom, just getting a little bit of percentage while you can. You don't need to wait to get other parts of the attack going. If the Queen Walk is self-sustaining, that is, you don't need to look after the Queen too much, or you've got 30 seconds where you don't need to look after the Queen, well then you can start to get some things in. So a little bit of a wall breaker in to get the Queen into that compartment. She'll take out the hopefully she can, no, she's going to go for a bit of a walk. Queens are a little bit Oh no, okay, she might go in. Yeah, okay, she'll stay in for a little bit, take out the sweeper and the cannon and the other archer, and nice little jump spell for her, so she'll get in, hopefully take out the eagle artillery and the Expo that's shooting on her down there. And here you can see the king is coming down at the bottom with a bit of a distraction giant that came out of the clan castle. King helping create a little bit of a funnel. So now you can see the funnel on the top, funnel on the bottom, and now here come all the miners. Very hard to see the miners in action. I kind of like to think of them as synchronized swimmers. The way they bob up and down, they do their little move, and then they come up for a little bit of a breather, and then they go under. The miners are synchronized swimmers. Anyway, so it's very hard to keep track of them, heal spells. The great thing with the miners, of course, is that you can put a heal spell on them near an Inferno tower. It doesn't help them, but as soon as the Inferno goes down, they get healed up straight away. And they get healed up while they're traveling to the Inferno as well. Now, of course, you saw a skelly trap popped near that Inferno. Now, the healers have lost, the Queen's gone down, and so the healers are just all over onto the miners, and with the help of the Warden as well, and the the Lava Hound's going to follow them around. So all the spells are being used now, so I've got this sped up a little bit so that we don't have to sit through virtually 3 minutes of miners just slowly taking out the rest of the base. So once all those main weapons went down, it was just a matter of time and a matter of attrition. Would the miners survive, or would the weapons take them out? And in this case, the miners survived. So that was a 3-star, Town Hall 11 3-star to kick off the recap. So now we'll have a look at another Town Hall, a hit on a Town Hall 11. All right, now this is coming in from a Town Hall 10 onto this Town Hall 11. Like I said, the Reddit team didn't really have too many Town Hall 11 hits as the top hit. So what I've got is the top Town Hall 10 hit, grabbing 2 stars on this Town Hall 11. Only a minute and a half left to go. Have a look at the troop combo: 5 loons, 10 dragons, a Valkyrie, and a clan castle. So basically, as you can see, the funnel has been created on this right hand side where the heroes have gone in. The archers have just taken out a little bit of trash up on the left hand side. Most of the other trash is protected by mortars and things like that, so it's pretty hard to get a minion or an archer in to take some of the other trash out. So there we go, we've got a bit of a lightning spell down. The sweeper's down. Now remember, that sweeper was pointing in this direction up here over the town hall. So now that sweeper's down, the dragon push and the balloons will come in from this side over here. A couple of suicide balloons to come in, take out the big black bombs so the dragons won't be killed or made very, very sick. And in comes the rest. You've got 3 rage and a haste spell. So it's all just basically going to be a town hall dive at this point. Just get the dragons and the balloons in, try and dive them in and grab the town hall, take out the Inferno. Weapons go down. Clan castle comes out. Poison on the clan castle. There's a witch in there. You hope at that point that the dragons don't get carried away trying to kill witch skellies. But as long as they get the town hall, 46%, 47%. Dragons on the left getting zotted. The dragons in the middle, they will take out the eagle, and gradually the Inferno and all the weapons firing on them. You can see 3 expos onto those dragons, plus the enemy queens still, and they are history. Add to that the Inferno tower, and that is it. A dragon dive into the town hall to get the 2nd star. So let's move on to Town Hall 10 3 stars. And we'll just dive right into this one now. Obviously, first thing you can see is that it's not a fully maxed Town Hall 10. They've still got Town Hall 9 expos, or I should say level 3 expos. The Infernos aren't maxed, and not all the Archer Towers are maxed either. So that is a consideration, a Town Hall 10 taking out Town Hall 10. Not a fully maxed Town Hall 10. We'll just speed this up a little bit, speed up the first initial process. So bowlers coming in with the golem, creating a nice little bit of a funnel for the heroes to come in now. Jump spell over the air defense to try and take out the 2 sweepers and the queen, and also deal with the clan castle. So once all that's taken out, expos down, sweepers down, gets access kind of, if the queen takes the jump and reaches over, she can reach that other expo, but she's gone off walking now. Here she comes. So activate the special ability, and she's cloaked. Balloons are in. Got plenty of haste spells around. Expo's still standing. Nice little haste spell and CC loons up the left hand side to take out that exposed air defense, and then it's just a matter of hoping that everything has enough oomph to go and take out the Inferno Tower, which of course it does. And now this air skellies are kind of wreaking havoc. But I thought for a second that Wizard might have just seen them over there and said, hey, I'm going to take them out. But a minion's taking out the air skellies. And that's it. First Town Hall 10 3-star. So let's move on to the second one. Again, you'll notice this is not a fully maxed Town Hall 10. Town Hall 9 Expos, level 1 Inferno Towers. So do keep that in mind. The Archer Towers have been upgraded, and it's coming in with a Queen Walk Hog attack. Queen Walk Go Boho attack on this Town Hall 10. So it's not something that you see very often at Town Hall 10. 3-starring, that is a hog attack. So this is a little bit different. So coming in with the Queen Walk, taking out that side of the base, and the King still has to come down, of course. Needs to draw the CC, or just check the CC range. There we go. 3 giants and a dragon have come out. So here we've got the King and some bowlers to try and take out a little bit of these outside weapons over on this side. We've got the jump spell down, so they will path in. The Queen will go in as well. Hopefully they can take out that Inferno Tower. And then all that's left is for the hogs to start their part. Okay, so here come the hogs now, coming in from the left-hand side. And few hogs. Nice bunch of hogs placed surgically onto each of those weapons to try and take them out. And then just follow them around with the remaining heal spells. Queen has moved over to that last Inferno Tower and taken it out. And that's it. A nice little Queen Walk, I guess you would call it Queen Walk Hog attack. I'll throw the bowlers in there as well. Boho, Queen Walk Boho with the King. So that's the cleanup done on that. So what we'll do now is we'll carry over through to, let's have a look at the other 10 and 11 hits. That is the forums onto Reddit. And then we'll have a look at all the Town Hall 9 hits in one go. Okay, so this is a Town Hall 10 hitting this Town Hall 11. It's only a brand new kind of 11. As you can see, it doesn't have all upgraded Town Hall 11 weapons. So let's just keep thinking of that. But the reason that I chose this one to show as opposed to some of the other hits on Town Hall 11s was that it's a ring base, and you often find a lot of ring bases in war matching. So, okay, here we go. We've got the countdown. Countdown's finished, so now we can wait for the action to start. So the Queen Walk's coming in from the left-hand side. Valkyrie coming in, taking out a little bit of trash. She will get the trash down before the weapons take her out. Now the Queen's just slowly going to walk around a little bit. She'll come down, take out the Archer, take out the King. And that's creating a nice little funnel over on that left-hand side. So you can see that there are 8 Valkyries left in this attack as well. So the Queen will take out the other Queen. There she goes. Boom. Enemy Queen's gone down. Funnel's getting very nicely created. And when I say funneling for Valkyries, to stop Valkyries pathing away from where you want them to go. So this is pretty standard ring base kind of deployment, or how you start to take out a ring base to try and get Valkyries into the core is, of course, what I'm talking about, where you start with the Queen Walk on one side, bowlers and kings come and golems come down the other side, and now look at that. All of that trash has been removed away. There's a nice little hole, so all you need is a jump spell into the core. The Valkyries come in, and you've got a rage spell for them as well, and they are the 2 spells that are left. So Eagle Artillery's gone down, nothing left to take out the Valkyries, so Valkyries come running in, rage spell for them. They'll take the jump spell, take out the Town Hall, and try and get out as much of the core as they can, and that is it. A nice little 2-star from a Town Hall 10 onto a ring-based Town Hall 11. Alright, here we have another Town Hall 10, doing a 2-star on a Town Hall 11. And this one is a Dragon Balloon one, similar in a way to the one that we just saw previously on the other clan that was Reddit hitting forums. We'll just speed this up, just so we can get the beginning started. We can see some minions coming in, balloon just to clear out a little bit of a red bomb. Going to see a little bit more of that in a second as well at the top. So I've got the air defense getting zapped by the lightning. I'll zap at Town Hall 8 and 9, zap quake on lightning to get dragons in better. So King going down, Queen going down. So just taking out a little bit of trash just to help the dragons get in, the balloons to get in there all that little bit quicker than they otherwise would have. And of course, by taking out the little bits of extra trash, it also means extra percentage. So if the dragons and things can't take out certain elements, then the extra percentage. So you can see here 20% of the base has already been destroyed. So now you can see that left-hand side, or the top side, top and the left, has created a little bit of a funnel up there. You've had that minion take that little bit of a thing out on the right-hand side, so the army camp, that means dragons are going to have a smoother, easier run to get in. They don't have to destroy an army camp. And now you can begin to see how all that trash has been taken out in such a way that it's just going to allow a nice little whole lot of dragons, 7 more dragons and 10 balloons to come in. So here come a line of dragons, 1 more dragon to deploy and the 10 balloons. So Lava Hound coming in with the clan castle, here come the balloons and the dragon, and now we've got the rage and freeze coming up. So get the freeze spell down a little bit, got the rage to get the balloons and the dragons in a little bit more, take out the Inferno Tower, the Eagle's going to fire, nothing you can do about that. This is a Town Hall dive, so you're not really too concerned about getting the Eagle at this point, just trying to get the Town Hall. The percentage is achieved, just need to get the Town Hall, so second star on the board with the Town Hall, and all the dragons will just go down to the firepower, the Infernos and everything else, taking them out, and game over for that. Little 2-star hit from the Town Hall 10 onto a Town Hall 11. And now we'll have a look at a couple of Town Hall 10 hits. Alright, you can see that this is a little bit of a Bow Witch, and it's over in 1 minute and 48 seconds. So I know some people say that Bow Witch can't really take too much stuff out. Look, at the end of the day, Town Hall 10 triples are really hard. You have a look at the stats from even the good guys, and when I say good guys, the people in CWL and some of those upper echelon competitions where they really devote a lot of time to planning and things like that. When you see Town Hall 10 hit rates or triple rates of, say, less than 20%, and that's even with good planning and secondary hits, and that is, you know, the first hit revealed a lot of stuff, and now there's all the bases being revealed, bombs, Teslas, things like that. When you're looking at Town Hall 10 triples of 15 to 19, or basically less than 20%, it's just hard. Town Hall 10 triples are just plain hard. They're not like Town Hall 9 where you can triple and you can have a defense, and maybe a good Town Hall 9 player might triple 50 to 70% of the time they attack, or, you know, they'll do a couple of 6-star wars and then they'll have a 5-star war, things like that. You're not going to get that at Town Hall 10. So yes, Bow Witch is not a definitive be-all and end-all Town Hall 10 tripling technique, but it can triple Town Hall 10s, and other attacks can triple Town Hall 10s as well. With the Bow Witch, if you can get access to both Inferno Towers, that will give you a really good advantage to taking out a Town Hall 10. Otherwise, you're going to struggle because you won't be able to get the other Inferno Tower. So let's have a look at the next one. As you can see, the expos aren't all fully maxed, so do take that into consideration as well, but we're looking at less than 2 minutes. You probably come across these sorts of things in your own war bases that are similar to this. Is a lot of boulders coming in. This one will just speed this one up a little bit. Seems to be taking its time before the troops get down. So here we go. Replay ends in 1.5 minutes and we haven't got a troop down yet. Okay, so there we go. The first troops coming down, Golem with some boulders on the right hand side. You've got 4 witches and 6 boulders still to come. So Golem and boulders on the left hand side, and now you've got the witches all down, also backing up those right and left hand boulders with the golems, and now the rest of the boulders coming in through the middle. So basically going to take out the entire side of the base. Not everything will path away or can path away, so you're going to get a good number of troops into the base, and you do have a look at the jump spell. The jump spell does give access to one side of the base to try and encourage things to go over to those Inferno Towers on the right hand side Inferno Towers, and then the second jump spell will give access to the other side and help things get over to the other side of the base when the time comes. So you can see that the expos in the middle, they're taking on, they're just distracted. The Queen's hanging around a little bit. Like I said, they're not maxed expos. The rest of the attack's over in 30 seconds. So here the jump spell is used on the left-hand side. Good patience on that, instead of saying, well, nothing went into the middle, or not a lot went into the middle, so I had to rethink where to put the jump spell. Put the jump spell on the left-hand side where everything pathed around, so get in to take out Inferno Tower, and now just waiting for the inevitable to happen. So the Queen did survive with the expos and the point defense in the middle of the base there, and that is the second 3-star from Team Forums onto Reddit, Town Hall 10 level. Now what we'll do is we'll have a look at the Reddit hits and the Town Hall 9s on the forum and vice versa, and a little bit of trivia is that I have clanmates on each side of these. I have a clanmate in the team forums, I have a clanmate in team Reddit. And what we're going to do is have a look at an attack from each of the 6-star members from each team. So just before we do that, I'll just say straight off the bat, we had 6 stars from forums, from Axe, Blaze It Up, Hunter and Immortal. And from Reddit, the 6-star people were Goatman, Tamzilla, Benny24Ben, City, Radiot and Dragonborn. So we are going to be seeing attacks from all of those 6-star players. So we'll start off with the Reddit hits on the forum. And what do I need to go to? Going to base, we are nearly there. Base 27. Oops, we're going to Reddit hits on the forum. So that is base 27 first. We'll start off with that. And that is, well, that's base 26. So this is Benny24Ben's attack onto Chris. It's a 4 golem loon attack. So not only was really good because Benny, not only was he one of the 6-star people, but it was an unusual attack that I felt was worthy of having a look at anyway. So it worked out. 4 golems and balloons. So you don't normally see that, but you can see that all 4 air defenses are down at that bottom side. And you can see some expos at the top there with some archer towers. So it's a rather interesting base to have a look at. So clan castles come out, nice hole in the middle. Bowlers are down. Now they'll nothing really to take them away too far. The storage might make them go over to the cannon, and then they'll take out that air defense. But your golems and kings pathing in through the middle. There is another jump spell as well. So once they get through all of that, there's a tremendous amount of tanking coming in on this base, as you can see. So now the bowlers are just going to go for a little bit of a wander. The queen's in the middle, the king's in the middle, but he's being protected by all of those golems. Look at how strong the golems are. Still a bit of a rage spell and heal spell for the bowlers. Keep them up, help them do a little bit of extra damage. Now we've got a haste spell and the queen's taking jump spells. So they've taken out 63% of the base already. So that's good effort from the initial push into the base. Got a bit of a kill squad initial push into the base. Here come the balloons onto the top expo. They're all distracted. All the other things are distracted down lower. And the top expo will go down. And now just a bit of a matter of time. We'll just speed this up because we've got just waiting for cleanup to happen at this point. The balloons will slowly perish. And now we're just going to have to wait for the king and bowlers to come around. The queen's ability is still not used, so this is really important. Of course, once she gets through that wall, she can activate the queen's ability, and that'll take out the archer tower, just like that. Boom, she's down. The other weapons are down, and nice little 3-star from Betty. Now we'll move over on to, we'll have a look at a hit from Tamzilla next. As you can see, we've got a little bit of a hog action going on in this one. So coming in with a queen, 1 jump, 3 heals. So that normally tells you that it's not going to be, bowlers will not be involved in this attack at all. The interesting thing with the base on the, at this side near the expo, so if you get hogs there, the little wall pieces kind of force them to go in certain directions. So if you do test that sort of concept out in your base and try a few different positions of those sorts of wall pieces that are attached to other wall pieces, you'll find that your hogs are more like, if someone's going to drop hogs from that location is what I'm talking about. The hogs tend to more likely go one place or the other. And if you can track that with your hogs, you just have clanmates attack it. If you're making the base, then you can position spring traps more precisely. So you've got the surgical hogs coming in, 12 more hogs, still got the clan castle hogs to come in at this stage. So good 25-27% of the base has gone down, and a couple of threats have been neutralised. Queen's there in the middle, but double giant bomb threat near that expo has all gone down. Now you'd have to assume there's going to be another double giant bomb threat with the other expo. So 2 more heals still left up the sleeve. Queen is walking around the outside. Golem's protecting her a little bit. And basically, look, 1 hog jumped over to that expo. So now the clan castle hogs have come out up the top side. 1 more heal spell left to go. A couple Teslas. And there'll be another bomb in that spot next to the expo, you'd have to assume. So the hogs will probably trigger that as they come through onto the Tesla double cannon area as they path over to the, there we go, there's the other bomb. And they had a little bomb with it as well. So it was a hog killer design. Of course, the angle that the hogs came in at that. If they'd come in from the sweeper and gone over to the expo, the hogs might have been in trouble, but they didn't do that. So we'll just speed this up a little bit, and then we'll move on to, after this one, we'll have a look at City's attack as well. Oh, a little bit of a cleanup going on, and I'll speed up the rest of them. If they are too long, I'll speed them up a little. Okay, as you can see, this is Blaze It Up's base, and he is a forums member that got a 6-pack. So there we go, one 6-pack member taking out the base of another 6-pack member. So 13 hogs, 13 wizards. It's a tremendous amount of wizards for this attack. I'll speed it up just a little bit to help get the slow funnel process before we get into the meat and potatoes of the attack. So the king's coming out on the right hand side. He's chasing the golem. The wizards will take him out. A couple of goblins coming down early to help take out a little bit of the trash outside there. It's the resource type trash. Boulders coming in. And now we've got this 13 hogs left. One heal spell, one jump. So there's another jump has to be pathed in yet for the golem, heroes, bowlers and whatnot to try and get deeper into the base. Look at this. This is just the initial push into the base, and they've already got 50% of the bases taken out. So it's a tremendous amount of damage done by that initial push into the base, and just a little bit of surgical hogs coming in. Put a distraction giant at the bottom there, get some hogs in onto the Tesla farm. Might need a heal spell down there. See how it goes. Yeah, drop the heal spell. Lost a few hogs to spring traps. That is a little bit of a danger. If you know the spring traps are there, not an issue. If you don't, then you only need a few spring traps to really ruin your hog attack. If you're coming in with 13 hogs, you hit a couple of spring traps, 3 hogs, like, uh-oh, I've lost all my hogs. They can fly off the map pretty quickly. So now that kill squad pushed all the way through to the other side of the base. That was really good planning with the second jump. And that is it. Nice little first of City's 6-pack. Okay, on to the next one. Okay, here we've got Goatman's attack on to Jason. It's a golem-based drag loon attack. So you don't often see golems brought into a drag loon attack. Sometimes you just see the heroes come in, that kind of thing, but not often you come in with some golems and bowlers. So I've just had to speed this up because this one goes for about 3 minutes, so we're just getting a little bit of extra speed on it. You can see the air defenses, 1 air defense left standing, and 6 dragons and 3 balloons still to come in. Now here come all the dragons, 1 wizard, and here come all the balloons. So you've got a bit of a haste spell, heal spell left for the dragons now, or whatever might want to be taking advantage of the heal spell, but it will be the dragons. Dragon balloon area, get the heals on. Now look how much damage this queen and the golems are still doing in the base. They are still taking out the expos, archer, and Wiz, and now the ability still hasn't been used from that queen. She's going to use it in a second there. So there we go. The queen's come in, going to take out that archer. Well, hopefully she takes out the archer. Well, the bowlers did anyway, and now the queen will go down. So just 6 dragons left to go, and we do have an air defense left up. So there is the heal spell. Heal spell handy. Handy heal spell to keep the dragons up. So after they've funneled around, so you can see that the way that this base was, once the heroes took this out, and the gap with that wall on the left, that the dragons were going to be forced to funnel all the way around and then come back in to that air defense at the bottom side. But good push in from the heroes, took out a lot of the threats for the dragons, and the dragons cleaned up the rest of the base. So that is one of Goatman's 3-star attacks, and now we're going to go on to the next one. Okay, we've got this little bit of an interesting base. So what I liked about this attack was the way that the funnel was kind of created, and the attack, it's not too long and it's not too short. It's like one of those just mid-time attacks. Taking out the clan castle, not too much of an issue. And of course, when you do scout a base like this, you start thinking all kinds of things, like there's going to be all bombs around, things around here. Kind of the way these walls are do make it a little bit hard just to have a standard witch slap. The witches all just start pathing around, and very hard to control witches. And if you just come in with a gobo wee without the healers, same sort of deal. They'll path around the outside of the walls, taking out trash, and very hard to get through to the inside middle because those wall sections are keeping them aside. So here come the hogs now. 2 heal spells left for the hogs. There's the first heal spell. Kind of the threat area there, bombs and spaces where there could be bombs. Second heal spell's used. There goes. Finally, we've got a bomb going off with the hogs, but it's all a little bit too late for this base. Massive amount of hogs left. King's ability still not used. There he is. He's using the King's ability now. Queen's doing her favourite thing, shooting a wall, and she'll do that in a second as well. Oh no, she might be able to do avoid shooting another wall. No, we knew that wasn't going to happen, was it? She had to be shooting another wall. So that is Radiot's one of his attacks. So on to the next one. Okay, and here we've got a nice little dragon, Zap Dragon attack from my clanmate Dragonborn. So Dragonborn coming in with a Dragonborn attack. So I got the earthquake going down first, and then the 3 zaps right in the middle. There we go, 1, 2, 3, and 1 earthquake, 3 zaps. There is another way to take that out as well. If you don't want to risk possibly misfiring on that, you can try 2 earthquakes and 2 zaps. That is another thing that you can actually try and just see how that goes for yourself. And like I said, that's something that you do need to try out in your own clan in friendly challenges. Just play around with that. It's going to be 3 earthquakes, 3 zaps and 1 earthquake, or 2 earthquakes and 2 zaps, just to see how it goes. So you've got a rage and a haste spell still up the sleeve. Balloons coming in now, and plenty of dragons. Here comes the Lava Hound to distract the remaining air defense, and it just locked onto that 1 dragon, so it was only about a half a second out, but it's not going to, that dragon will go down, but by then it locks onto the Lava Hound, and look at all the dragons. I don't think any other dragons go down from this point, so you can see a lot of the base is just wrecked already. Over 50% of the base. Still got balloon up his sleeve. Going to drop that last balloon onto that right hand side arch tower. We'll just speed this up because dragons are a little bit slow. Dragon up the top there, getting locked in place onto that Lava Hound. Of course, the Lava Hound went over there for other reasons, and now the dragon is over there just locked in it. The Lava Hound's just going to float. So plenty of dragons, plenty of balloons, and a lovely little dragon 3-star from my clanmate Dragonborn. Like I said, I've got 1 clanmate on each side of this. Okay, on to... That'll be the last attacks from the Reddit onto the forum. Now we'll start having a look at the Town Hall 9 hits from the forum onto Reddit. Okay, and we've just gone from Dragonborn, my clanmate Dragonborn, to my other clanmate Axe, who's on Team Forums. And before anyone wants to question, there was base sharing, things like that, there was a Fair Play member in our server and in our clan during this war. And he kept an eye, made sure nothing happened. So I just want to get that out there straight away. Of course, the clan is Guns and Honey, and I'll just put the tag up in the tag will go in the description of this video. And if you want to join the clan, and our tag, the clan tag, and the server, our Discord server as well. So Axe is coming in with a Pentalaloon attack, 4 rage, 2 poison. In this case, basically relying on the lava pups to take out the queen and the 2 poison to take out the clan castle. So you just see the clan castle range there. You bring in the 2 poison. So keep an eye on the queen. Now the queen's locked onto the Lava Hound. Now she's got the raid spells around her. So watch how quickly the pups take out the queen over there. Level 30 queen, she's going down pretty quickly. The rage pups are taking her out, and boom, she's down. All the other rage spells help get the balloons through the rest of the base. Last couple Lava Hounds down at the bottom there. Balloons coming onto them, and big bomb, look at that. Red bomb took out the Lava Hound and killed all the pups at the same time. Last Lava Hound's enemy hound has popped on the right hand side, so it's taking out a little bit of a fight between lava pups going on at the moment, so that is a little bit risky. We'll just speed this up. We don't want to sit through a minute of balloon. We had 1 balloon up on the right hand side, and of course the enemy lava pups took out the Axe's Lava Hound, helped them pop, so more pups came out, and that was a little bit lucky, and helped to release the pups, which protected the balloons and helped clean up the rest of the base. So there we go. Just one more little Defiant storage left to stand, but all too little too late. And another nice little 3-star from my clanmate Axe. And here we go again. As Goatman did get a 6-pack, Hunter also got a 6-pack, so taking each other's base out. Now this base is a little bit familiar. I have seen this base before somewhere, or it looks familiar to me. Anyway, I think I did a video possibly on this base, or maybe in a war recap or something or other. Might have even been on a stream or something that I did. Basically, it almost doesn't matter which way you start the queen walk on this base. You can start it just in the middle, and just whichever way she goes left, she goes right. It's almost not going to really matter too much, because you can see the base is kind of symmetrical on either side. So if she goes one way or the other, it doesn't matter. You just readjust the plan to go to the other side of the base. So here she's taking out the wizard tower, taking out all that stuff in the middle. Now she's moving around to the left. So that's great. The king can start pathing around. He's going to walk around with the wizards, taking out a bit of trash. Queen's going to take out the clan castle. She's got the healers on her, keeping her alive. And now here come the rest of the hogs in. 2 heal spells for the hogs, and not enough threats left in the base to take out the hogs. So just a little, almost good, really surgical. I'd call that heavy surgical. Instead of couple hogs, it was a little bit heavier than that. But the bombs really weren't really a threat for this attack. Yeah, there were a few skellies and things like that, but the queen's still up. Notice how the healers have just left the queen and they went to the hogs. Been noticing the change in AI from the healers of doing that, and he didn't even use the queen's ability. So on to the next one. And again, we have one 6-pack person taking out the base of another 6-pack person. Of course, when you get 6 packs, it's a lot likely that is going to actually happen. So got a bit of a funnel getting created up top. Just drop a barbarian, so pretty easy clan castle lore on that one. Get the clan castle out. Dragons, got a whole bunch of archers there as well. Baby dragon. Get the poison down, help take out the archers. Of course, the archers will try and target the baby dragon, but the poison helps there. Got another baby dragon over on the top there. So archers have gone down. 1 baby dragon's down. Keep the baby dragon in the poison a little bit. Get the golem down. Baby dragon on baby dragon. See which one wins. The one that was in the poison obviously had less health, so here come the golems now. Now the Valkyrie, there was a Valkyrie that did come out with the clan castle. We'll just speed this up just a little bit. Really good funneling on this one. Baby dragon almost got that town hall down on the right hand side, on the left hand side, and good funneling to get these bowlers in, because they had to come a long way. They had to come from the edge of the map. So almost 40% of the base taken out just with that initial funneling and kill squad going in. A couple of bit of a poison spell onto the skeletons that popped on the left hand side there, but the hogs have run away from that. So the queen should take out that Tesla, no problem. King's bashing the wall instead. They must have swapped roles for this one. I'll bash the wall this time, he says, and you can go for a walk on the outside like I normally do. So that's interesting. But nice little tack from Blaze It Up onto Tanzilla's base. So we'll head over to the next 3-star. Okay, this is a little bit of a longer attack. Now, what I liked about this one is that there were no golems in this one. So we've got a bit of a balloon coming down on, and again, yes, the defender is City, one of Reddit's 6-star players. So a bit of an easy lore on the clan castle, and of course, just dropping a loon because it's going to be an air-based attack. So got the distraction archer over the top there, or the draw archer, the anchor archer, whatever you want to call it. Got the poison spell down. Still have to deal with that witch that's coming out. The witch is a little bit slow, so they can be a little bit of a bother sometimes to take out a witch if they're really, really slow and they get to spawn double their skeletons. So we'll just speed this up a little bit now because we know it's going to be an air attack. So the queen's going to come around. She'll take out that left-hand side air defense. We've got 3 air defenses left at the moment. And the 25 balloons. So here come lava hounds up the top side. Balloons coming in. Haste spell, haste spell. Second lava hound over on the left hand side. Now those balloons took out that first air defense pretty quick. Now the second lava hound, that lava hound popped, and again we see popping of a lava hound and instant death to all the lava pups. So have been seeing a lot of that. You can see some very sick balloons. Have a look at the enemy's queen. She is still up, and just keep an eye on how she gets taken out eventually. So baby dragon minions coming in, good lot of minions, plenty of pups up on the left. There we go. All the pups have locked onto the queen while she's shooting balloons, and she goes down. So that's it. Balloon crash onto that very sick Tesla as well. Took it out. So that ended up being a nice little 3-star from Muhammad onto City's base. And we've got 2 more 3-star Town Hall 9's attack to look at, and then we'll have a look at all the details about the percentages and things like that. And there we go. So there's the troops. You can see if you want to have a look at the troops. Okay, so we're going to have another little bit of a dragon attack on this base by Chris. Now, the interesting thing about this one is that it was a little bit different to the previous dragon attack. So, yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about as we go along. So you've got the wizard and the king coming in at the start of this one to take out, to create a little bit of a funnel to try and get the queen in to go onto this air defense. Here, take out the air defense. If the queen can get there, she'll take it out. There we go. So instead of using the zap to take out two air defense, the zap was used to take out one air defense, and then the heroes used to take out the other by leaving two air defenses up. So you've still got 8 balloons here at this point. So, but you can see that that nice, awesome little funnel has been created over on that side with the help of that earthquake and lightning spell, and that helped to keep the dragons in. Now the moat around the town CC helps keep the dragons over, so then we've got the balloons coming in onto those last 2 air defenses. Bit of a haste spell, lava's popped, but it's all too late. The balloons will come in, take out the air defenses, and now you've got some other balloons coming in on the top side as well. Only 46 seconds left in this attack. Pups have popped, and they're going around, running around, doing a nice little bit of damage, taking out some things. Now the enemy queen is still up just, so notice the dragons just all sort of aggroed onto her and came over, and now I've just got some point defense and things left. 30 seconds left. I'll just speed this up a little bit. So there was the 2 different styles. We're basically seeing 3 different styles of dragon attack. One takes out 2 air defense, one takes out 1 air defense, and the heroes take out 1. And then, of course, you saw the original, or the one that we started off with, which was bringing in some golem as well. So, okay, on to the last Town Hall 9 attack. And what would a war be without a witch base attack? Eh? Now, the interesting thing is it's over so very, very fast. Any witch attack that's over in about 1.5 minutes is a really good one. Most of them go for about 2 minutes, 2 to 2.5 minutes. As you can see, 2 jump spells, 1 rage, 1 heal, 2 witches still left to deploy. Golems have gone in already, bit of a couple Teslas pop there. Now you can notice that the way that the base is shaped kind of aids in the funneling. So the bowlers, once they get in towards the Teslas, there's nowhere left for them to go. They will have to take the jump spell. So preemptive poison on the clan castle coming out. You notice that the witches skelly straight away. They didn't really like it, but too late. They're done for as soon as they come out, and the witches sort of toast at that point. So 47% of the base taken out already, and we're only really just started the attack. So the second jump has basically enabled the attacker to get all the way through to the other side of the base. Expo is going to go down a second. Look, it's not a max expo, but we've all seen enough witch-based attacks go by wee-wee, whether it's 3 golems and 3 jump or 2 jump go by wee-wees, to know that the maxed expo wasn't really going to be making much of a difference on the outcome of the attack. And what I was really pleased about was that this war was not full of Town Hall 9 witch attacks. Now, I'm going to have one more attack, and it's going to be a Town Hall 10, and we'll finish on the Town Hall 10 attack. And yeah, it's a Town Hall 10 attack that I think was, I just like it. Now, it is by Reddit, and it is onto base 16 here. Okay, so now, like I was saying, I'll cover that in a second. But as we watch this, now, this is just basically get the balloons in, check out the number of haste spells on this one. 7 haste spells. So kings come down, bit of a distraction. King's not going to last too long. It's a level 40 king, but ultimately isn't lasting too long. Draws the clan castle, discovers that, well, we've got a lava hound and a balloon in there. Geez, that's a bother for the queen, because now the queen's going to lock onto the lava hound. Needs to drop the poison onto the balloon to stop the balloon. Got the baby dragon down as well to help out there. It's one of those sort of things, the lava hound and the balloon in the clan castle. You have to drop the poison. If you're only bringing 1 poison, you have to drop it for the balloon, and you can't drop it for the queen or the baby dragon to take out the pups. So there we go. Clan castle's down. 1.5 minutes left. So that's just the luring part. We haven't actually started the main attack. First air defense is going to go down in a second. Once the queen paths over to it, yeah, there's some mortars and things there, but once the queen gets over to it, the air defense will go down, and then you've just got the remaining 3 air defenses in the left, right, and 1 at the bottom. So queen's gone down. So here come here. 2 lava hounds on each air defense, followed up by a whole bunch of balloons, and just watch the spread of the haste spells to get them in. Look at that. It's almost just like get the haste spells in, boom, boom, haste spell, freeze the center. which one freeze will get both Inferno Towers. Awesome value out of the Inferno Towers when they come. There we go. And now it's just a Rage and Haste left to go in the base. So all the hastes have been used now. I've got the Rage spell down right across the Town Hall. So balloons, taking out the Inferno Towers right across the Town Hall. One air defense left. Just too many balloons at this point in time. It's pretty dangerous for the balloons having that remaining air defense up, but there's just way too many balloons. And that's it. That was the one little attack I wanted to show you. Lovely little 3-star from Dr. Thorpe from Reddit. Seeing as Reddit did win the war, I think we can show one extra Town Hall 10 3-star from them. And like I was saying with the Town Hall 9s, it was really quite nice to see that it just didn't turn into a witch fest. And if I had to pick anything, I would say the first Reddit versus forums war, the most dominant attack was Gobo Lalo. The second versus war, I'd say witches were the most dominant attack. And in this one, overall, even though we didn't see a lot of them because I wanted to show variety, the most dominant attack were hog-based attacks, Go-Boho and Go-Hos. Okay, so let's have a look at the stats of the war. 90 attacks used on both sides, of course. Everyone's going to use their attacks. 74-1 from Reddit forums, 84 from Reddit. 15 attacks lost. Have a look at the 3 stars, 29 versus 33, 2 stars, and look, forums got 2 1-stars and 1 no-star as well. As you saw up above, one of the Town Hall 11s didn't even manage to get a star on it, and that is basically where the war was lost. The number of dip 3 stars from Reddit from Town Hall 11s onto 10s exceeded the number of successful dip 3 stars from Town Hall 11s onto 10s on forums, and there we've got a discrepancy of 8. And of course, forums was not able to pick up extra stars on the 11s and did not even get a star on one of the 11s. So that was the downfall of forums in this one, and Reddit just basically out-attacked or had better bases, or a little bit of both. So there we have the star percentage. New stars per attack doesn't really mean too much by the time you've got all the attacks done, and neither do the heroic defenses and attacks going in. But there we go. They are the statistics of the war. 87% destruction from forums, 91% from Reddit. Look, if you do one of these 3-match series a year, then forums won 2 and Reddit won 1. Of course, so if you call that done and you say that's it, a three war series, who's the winner? Well, if it's a 3-war series, forums have won. But if it's ongoing, we just tabulate as we go. So that will be it for this video recap of the forums versus Reddit war. Congratulations to Reddit. Very well played, very well attacked, I might add. A very good job, and they'll be looking for some blood on the next one to try and even the score at 2-all. And what would be a video of mine without a question of the day? So the question of the day is this: why don't they have any casinos? Why aren't there any casinos in Africa? Why aren't there any casinos in Africa? Because there are too many cheaters. Anyway, that's it for the recap. Thank you for sticking around to the end if you did. Great work from Reddit. Great work from all the Six-Pack people. I'll just give their names again. Axe. From Team Forums, we had Axe, Blaze It Up, Hunter, and Immortal. Axe, of course, is my clanmate. And in Team Reddit, we had Goatman, Tamzilla, Benny24Ben, City, Radiot, and my clanmate Dragonborn. So that's it for this video. Do let me know what you thought of the result or the attacks, or what your favourite attack was. I would like to know that as well, or any of the combinations that you've had success with. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next video.